Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to learn about ternary operators in JavaScript. So what are ternary operators? Ternary operators allow us to write conditional statements. They are mostly used for simple conditions, and for more complex ones, we use something like if-else or switch statements. So for our example, let's take a look at what we're going to do. So for now, I have written the code in the if-else statements. So we have a variable which stores the value of a person's age, and then we are checking, and if the age is greater than or equal to 18, we are logging that the person is eligible to vote, and if it's not greater than or equal to 18, we are logging sorry, you cannot vote yet. So this is the live example of this code, and if I reduce the age to 15 and save, we have sorry, you cannot vote yet. So now let's write this code with ternary operators. So first I will comment it out. Now, how do we write ternary operators? Well, we simply provide a condition and then we check with this question mark. If the condition is true, the first expression is returned, and here with the colon we check. If it's not true, then the second condition is returned. If this doesn't make sense, let me show you with an example. So here we need to check if age is greater than or equal to 18. Let's say if age is greater than or equal to 18. Now this is our condition, and now we'll check with this question mark. And after the question mark, we are going to write what we need to do if the condition is satisfied. For that, we will print to the console that you are eligible to vote, and then we will put a colon and then write the condition which needs to be performed if the condition is not true. So I will copy this line and paste it here. So this is how it works. Let me first save and show you the output. So we have sorry, you cannot vote yet, and if I increase it to 18 and save, you are eligible to vote. If I move it to 17, sorry, you cannot vote. So first we need to provide a condition, then we write the question mark sign and then give the expression we want to perform if the condition returns true, and then we put a colon and write the expression that needs to be performed if the condition is false. And it is that simple, it is that easy. But the thing is, we mostly use ternary operators for simple things like this, and if we have complex structures, this can get a little tricky. But for the example purposes only, I will show you another example where we will have nested ternary operators. So before I do that, first let me do the same using the if-else statement. So I will comment it out. Okay, I didn't want to do this. I will comment it out, copy and paste this line here, and then uncomment it. Now we will write this condition in a little different way. So let me pause the video and write it. So now we have a bit of nested if-else statements, and if I explain it to you, we are checking if the age is greater than or equal to 18. If it is, the person is eligible to vote. And if it is not, then we are again checking if the age is greater than or equal to 15 this time. If they are greater than 15 and less than 18, then they will be able to vote soon. And if they are not greater than 15, then they cannot vote. Now let's test this by changing the variable value. Like you can see, we have you will be able to vote soon because we are in this stage. Age is greater than 15 but less than 18. If I change it to 20 and save, they will be eligible to vote. If I reduce it to 12, they would not be able to vote. So now let's implement the same functionality using our ternary operators. So I will comment it out. I will copy my first example, paste it here, and uncomment it. Now let's think about what we need to do. So this is our condition. If it returns true, that is if the person is above 18, we are logging you are eligible to vote. But if this returns false, we need to check again if their age is greater than 15. So instead of console logging this, I will cut and copy it, and then we will check once again if age is greater than or equal to 15. Let me first remove this semicolon. So we have written another condition here, and now we need to put this question mark and specify what we need to do if this condition returns true. So we will log to the console, you will vote soon. Now we need to specify what we need to do if this condition returns false true. So if they are not greater than 18, we are checking if they are greater than 15, and if they are not even greater than 15, then they simply cannot vote. So we have to perform this task. So we have written question mark, then the true statement, then we put a colon here and put this console log, sorry you cannot vote, right here. And now if I save, and you can see our variable is 12 and they cannot vote. If I move it to 16, they'll be able to vote soon. You will vote soon. If I move it to 24, they can vote. So let me once final time explain this. First, we are checking if their age is greater than or equal to 18. If it is, we will do this. Then if this returns false, we will check again for a condition. If this returns true, we will perform this task. If this returns false, we will perform this. So basically anything you have in front of the question mark will be performed if the condition returns true, and anything you have in front of the colon will be performed if the condition returns false. Now that's all about ternary operators in JavaScript. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like if you learned anything from this and subscribe to the channel for more such content. Thank you for watching and have an amazing day.